Happy Friday, everyone. Nadia Touches here, and today we're going to talk about an exciting topic: weight loss mistakes. But before we jump into the topic, it's actually going to be 5 mistakes that most of us do, especially when we want to be on the weight loss journey. Before I jump into that, I'd like to give a little bit of updates of all exciting news with Coaching by Nadia, which is me. So this week was really fun and is still going on, our celebration. So yesterday, in fact, I had 2 beautiful events sharing my personal life's journey, my personal business journey, because it's still personal. And so if you're on my insights list or the email list, you probably will receive some insights of what happened yesterday. There might be even a video where I share my personal story and a few pictures from our celebration. We had in the morning close to 25 people. In the evening, we had close to 40 people. So accumulation of all of us was exciting yesterday. So if you are in my insights, I hope you will enjoy seeing those insights. And you know, the all this journey through 21 year being in the United States, having my own kind of internal passion already for psychology, for supporting not just me, but really giving back and supporting others in what I know, in what I learn. I still learn, I still receive those certifications, and as soon as I learn something exciting, I go ahead and share this in our coaching sessions, in one-on-ones, and sometimes just like this in recordings. So please feel free to join us in our insights, because that's where you receive all this in-depth information and more videos, and also what's happening in the programs. Weight loss mistakes. Well, even though there are 5 of them that I'd like to cover, or in depth, I'm going to cover them next Friday in our member training. And also we have a weight loss intensive coming up in June and group coaching in July. The quick summary, what I'd love us to pay attention to, and by the way, it's not just about the weight loss, it's in general in our wellness journey. First of all, we are taking care of our health, still being under stress. Second of all, we do it ourselves. We do it alone. We don't ask for support and accountability. Third of all, in the weight loss, we may choose a wrong fitness routine, which is really important. Fourth of all, I'm actually going backwards, is cutting wrong calories. Very often I hear that I cut sugar out of my diet. Great. And for specific, especially weight loss, what calories do I need to pay attention to, cut off my diet or bring into my diet? And the last one is, this one is interesting, being always on the diet. What do I mean by that? Which one, by the way, would you like to cover on? Well, since I finished with being always on the diet, let me talk about that. For those of us who want to lose weight and keep it off, isn't it feels like we're always on the diet mentality? But that is actually a problem, because what we do psychologically in our reason and mind, we feel like, okay, we're being aware of our calorie consumption, of our fitness routine, and it's like constant awareness that I want to lose weight. But what doesn't work for our mind is that we're constantly doing this thing. We are not allowing our brain to catch what we learn, the actions that we learn, to become our habits. We're continuously, quote unquote, trying to change. In fact, in the contrary, what we need to do, instead of continuously always being on the diet, you decide, here is my goal, and then you're going to break it into blocks of time. I love this one, because the blocks of time will look like you're going to go on a sprint. For example, it's 7 days of your weight loss journey. That's why we love our 7-day healthy eating challenge, or we call it 7-day cleanse. Then you have a transition time that is almost like a rest time, but it doesn't mean that you're going back into your diet. You're using the time to maintain what you learned and the habits that you started using in the first 7 days. So that's that block. Then you jump more into a weight loss, and I believe, this is on top of my head, the blocks are going to change the time length. So your weight loss will become over the period of time a little less, and probably like when we do our 7-day cleanse, it's actually like 21 day total. Then you block of rest, and then you do it again, then a block of rest, and then you do it again and the block of rest. So here's what happens over the period of time. For example, you have 6-month goal. 6 months is perfect. That's actually what we have in our group coaching. We go together 6 months and we take care of our habits, self-care habits in general, but it's a great for support and accountability. Speaking of which, not doing it alone. So you have your weight loss sprint from the big chunk of time till when it's close to the end of 6 months, it becomes smaller chunk of time, shorter. And your transitional rest blocks will become from small chunks of time to, at 6 months, longer chunks of time. Can you see what we do here? We actually start putting our body into a maintenance mode, and again transition becomes a maintaining, and then over the period of time maintenance mode just becomes your lifestyle. It becomes who you are and what you do. I love this one because again what we are trying to do here is not continuously tell our brain we are changing. We want to give a little bit of break, and it actually helps our metabolism as well to kind of reestablish that baseline. So that is one of the mistakes, ladies and gentlemen, that we do in the weight loss journey, is constantly being on the diet. Instead, choose chunks of time. Choose when it is. Decide how it looks like, and that's when our weight loss intensive will help, because actually that's what we are doing in our 3 weeks. We're establishing in our time frame when, what, how much, and how it might look like. So please let me know. Our weight loss intensive will be for men this time, but if you're a lady and you're still interested, let me know in the comments or reply back if you receive it in the email. And the other 4 mistakes, so we talked about always being on the diet, but we will also talk about cutting wrong calories, using wrong type of workouts, doing it alone, and always doing under stress. Oh man, that's a big one. We're going to cover all this in our 45-minute in-depth training next Friday. The way to get into that training, it is actually free for everyone who comes live. And if you're a member of our Power community, you will have a recording complimentary as well. Get into my insights. You can go to coachingbynadia.com. You will see the link, insights, and I will send it to you probably this weekend. And there will be a couple of reminders next week again. So that's, ladies and gentlemen, mistakes we make when we are on the weight loss journey. So if you're willing, in the comments or respond back to this email, if it is in the email, let me know which one may be yours. You don't have to do it, but if you communicate, we can support each other. All right, and please remember to love yourself, love the world through your daily choices. Happy Friday.